Yo, Evan, what time is it?
It's Dune o'clock.
I'm thinking it's Dune o'clock right now. Oh, it's cool. You can see that.
You can, I'm back. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. We just watched Dune 2. Initial thoughts?
Visually stunning.
Visually stunning.
Incredible score.
Incredible score. Best science fiction movie I've seen in my entire life.
Agreed.
Neither of us has read the book. I read the first 100
Fully,
pages.
yeah.
Yeah. It's something that I know I need to do now.
It's been on my reading list for a while now. It's been sitting to the side, but I think now I'll prioritize it.
Yeah.
And it's going to skip right up to the top because after that impressive showing,
Right.
I got to read up on the original.
Yes.
On the source material. You know?
As far as like visual highlights, for me, the scene where he's walking through the crowd,
Yeah.
and it's like the top-down view, and
Yeah.
all of their heads are like dots, is
Bird's eye
insane.
view.
And then I love the gladiator scene where it's all black and white.
Yeah.
I think it's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Contrast.
Contrast.
You don't need color, you just need contrast.
Exactly. And I think it's insane how they did that.
I think one of the first scenes that stood out for me visually and just emotionally, where it was really gripping right from the start and continuously throughout, is where Paul first rides one of the sandworms. You have this crashing feeling of riding along with the perspective shots where you're literally seeing what he's seeing crashing through these walls of dunes.
Yeah.
You're seeing all these particles of sand kind of erupt around you, and you're really in there with it. That's visceral.
I think a huge part of like the immersive part of that experience comes back to the score. Hans Zimmer did an insane job. Like
One of the goats.
one of the goats, absolutely.
Undeniable.
Perhaps the goat?
I would say
Maybe that's ignorant.
him, John Williams, and who scored Lord of the Rings. I just thought of this yesterday. I'm blanking on the
I
name.
haven't the faintest idea.
It'll come back to me. Those three, for me, that's the holy trinity
Okay.
of modern cinematic composers.
Who was the second you said?
John Williams.
John Williams? I need
Star
to look
Wars,
him up. Star Wars.
Jurassic
Okay.
Park, Harry Potter.
Oh my gosh, everything.
What else stood out to you in this movie?
Timothy Chalamet.
His acting.
Yeah, his acting is
Oh, yeah.
insane. I'd seen him in The King, and I thought The King was good.
I had not seen him in The King, but I knew of him. I knew people considered it a good movie.
Yeah.
It is still on my list, and I kind of like this. We had talked about before, where he seems kind of like a more timid
Yeah.
character trying to fill these big shoes of his in that role.
Mhm.
I haven't seen it, so. But this performance in Dune was exactly the opposite.
Yes.
That was dominant.
Yes.
That was, yeah, just insane.
I do think this movie does have one of the cringiest things I've ever seen in a movie, which is they held a 10-second frame on Zendaya's face towards the end
Yeah.
when during like a pivotal moment,
Yeah.
and she does a lip bite, and she goes,
I'm mad and sad, but kind of horny.
I was like, what's happening? Why am I horny? Like, yeah, no, but
These are the emotions we go to the cinema for.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, another thing we did talk about, considering like Oscar-worthy performances.
Yes.
Maybe you can touch on this if you know where I'm going.
Sure. Do you want me to take over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this was something you brought up, and I fully agree.
Okay, I think when it comes to like Oscar-worthy movies, a huge part that you should consider is not like which singular actor gave the best performance of their life in any given movie, but which movie didn't have a single bad performance.
Ensemble performance.
Yeah, like Paul Atreides from the 100 Pages I Read is done very well. I thought there were some really cool themes throughout the movie. Who is... I want to say Gabriel Isaac. Is that who plays Paul's dad in the first one?
Not close. Isaac's.
That actor.
Yeah.
I'll put it in text on the video.
Yeah.
That actor, I think, absolutely...
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. What did I say?
Ah.
Did I say it?
Gabriel Isaac.
Yeah, Gabriel Isaac. I think that's a different actor. Oscar Isaac gave...
That was great.
Yeah.
That was great.
True to form.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Read the book and acted the book. It was insane.
You know this for a fact?
Yes.
Woo.
I think
Aha.
so.
Oh, okay. He knows this for a fact. He thinks.
I might cut this. Yeah.
Hard cut to the next. So I hadn't read the books. I had just seen the first Dune film a week ago. Friends of mine were actually going to watch it for someone's birthday, but I was not there for that, so I watched it specifically to like preempt that watching of Dune 2.
Yeah.
Which I didn't ever make, so it's very handy that we managed to do this week.
Amen.
So that first film is still kind of fresh in my mind, but it was also the third attempt, I think, of watching that. Not that it was a hard watch for me ever, but it just, I watched it at inconvenient times.
Yeah.
On the airplane with shit headphones where I was just kind of distracted and nodding off and...
Dude, if I'm being honest, dude, like, movies that I know are supposed to be, like, amazing...
I can't, yeah.
I have the hardest time.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Endgame, I started probably 13 different times before I finally got through it. Holy guacamole! Just for the video, is there anything that you want to plug?
Plug. Well, my name is Evan.
His name's Evan.
We know each other for a long time.
Yes.
Pretty much.
15 plus years.
15 plus years, with a giant ass gap in between.
With a 15-year gap.
We grew up together here in Berlin, where we currently are, at age 6, 7, first and second grade.
Yeah.
Where we met each other in school. And then this guy moved. I didn't see him for
15
years.
Yeah.
And we just caught up again a few months ago. December.
January. I moved here in January.
Yeah, January. We caught up in January. And it's like started off right where we left off, really.
Yeah.
It was really cool getting to know him again.
Yeah.
Seeing what he's been up to, what I've been up to. So plug in homies.
Plug in the homies.
Plug in the homies.
Well, I appreciate that.
Reach out to people you haven't talked to in a while. It's cool to catch up.
Yeah, it's always fun. 2 months ago, when we hung out for the first time in 15 years, I think we just walked around.
We just walked around, man.
Like an hour and a half.
We stumbled around, got ourselves a Dune.
We walked
Doner
into
kebab.
a car expo museum.
Car expo museum.
Yeah. No tickets.
Just walked right through the front door.
Yeah, great times. But then also, Evan is being modest. He does have a lacrosse stringing business. What is your Instagram tag for that?
My Instagram tag for my stringing account is @stickboystrings.
Right
Check
here.
it out if you're in the very niche field of lacrosse stringing. If you play the sport of lacrosse, I love that thing. I've been playing for 12 years at this point. Trying to get on the German national team. I'm a youth coach. I am currently doing my graduation project at my university with a lacrosse company in the States. So it's a business I want to get into. Thanks for plugging that.
Absolutely. But that's our Dune 2 review.
That's that.
It seemed really wild in space, but I hope you got something or didn't. I don't
Still kind of speechless.
Yeah.
Processing that movie.
Also, we got a Turkish pizza, which turned out to be the world's
Giant
largest
ass meat
log
sandwich.
of meat. Yes. And French fries.
Humble fries.
Yep. Bye.
Peace.